Hey y'all, welcome to my first YouTube video. First or second, like everything else I do, procrastination be having me by the neck. So this could be the first video that you see, this could be the second video that you see, but I mean, we finna get into it. I'm following along on notes on my iPad, and then I also have some notes on my laptop. So if you see me looking down, like that's why. If you want to know why I started my YouTube channel or anything about my life, you know, you want to really get into me, it'll be another video for that. I posted a poll on my story with some questions that my friends would ask like YouTubers, so that I can come up here and answer them. That'll be on my channel as well. And then if you just want to know what the title of this video says, which is what brands to work with while in college so you can have some extra money on the side, and this is the video for you. If you're watching this, I'm going to go ahead and assume that you're in college and you're looking for some extra sources of income. And if you're not in college and you just want to work with some brands, you can kind of watch this video too. But for the most part, most of the tips and most of the brands that I list are geared towards like working with students. I'm sure there are influencer communities that exist, you know, for people that aren't in school, but we worried about the folks that's in school because like I'm a student myself, so I understand how taxing it can be to try to work a full-time job, go to school, and try to live the regular life. But I found personally with content creating and with working with brands, I'm pretty much on my own schedule. Of course, you know, when you're working with brands, you have deadlines and you have tasks that you have to do for the money that they're paying you, but it really be on your time if you make it work for you. Now, when I first got into content creation, it was spring 2021 of last year. We had just got back on campus because, you know, COVID sent us home for like 2 semesters. And I really wasn't in a position to go and get like I don't want to say actual job because I feel like that like minimizes what content creation is and, you know, being an influencer or source, because it is a job. You get paid, you make money. But for the purposes of this video, I'm going to refer to actual jobs, you know, like going to clock in, you know, when you get like your W-2, and then what we do is content creation, so it's like clear, so like we're on the same page. It took me forever, I mean literally forever, to figure out what brands to work with, where to find brands to work with, how to get paid, how to set up my social, It was such a taxing experience, and then on top of, you know, like trying to research and do it yourself, the people that had like figured it out, they wanted to charge like $200-$300 for courses or for ebooks, and it's just like, I understand that every part of the game can't be taught. Some of it has to be. So they were selling the wrong parts, because I feel like at the very least, get a girl something like, let me get my foot in the door before you try to crank up the prices. Because if you are looking to get into content creation because you know you need like a side hustle, or you're in school and you know you just want to make some extra money, spending money to learn like off rip, and you already don't have anything, you don't have any tools, you don't have any network like kind of connected, you just spending money for a 5-page ebook or some 24-minute course, it just wasn't where I was at in my head. And if that's where you are, that's your business, that's your pockets. But this is free game. I'm gonna make this into a series because I feel like this is such a profitable market for students, and it's minimal work. Like, you're not working 40-45 hours a week, but you're bringing home a paycheck weekly, if not bi-weekly, depending on the contract you set up with the brands that you begin to work with. And it's just so easy, like anybody can do it. Like, for the most part of my content creation career, it's been off my phone or it's been on my iPad or my laptop. I really haven't had to do too much to get started. And then of course, as you grow and you expand your reach in your channel or, you know, platforms, you're gonna need more tools. But for the basics, you really just need a phone, a ring light, some type of editing software. I use Final Cut Pro and iMovie, but it's 1,001 tutorials on YouTube of how to edit from your phone, apps for your iPad, that kind of thing. And if that's where you are when you're beginning, like, that's fine, as long as you know that you are producing quality content and people want to see it's up from them. So the biggest thing about, you know, like getting involved in content creation is knowing where to start and when to freshman, and you're looking to get started into content creation, that is so perfect because not only are you coming into a market where brands are looking for students to work with, it's like that's 4 years to create, that's 4 years to expand your network, to expand your reach. And a lot of people think that like in order to be a content creator, you have to have like a certain major or anything like that. See, I'm a political science major, no formal training. I didn't take any marketing classes. I wasn't interested in like mass comm or anything like that. I just knew that I enjoyed creating content, and if I'm enjoy doing something, why not turn a piece of that into a hustle? So I'm gonna get right into the tips I have for people who are looking to create content. Real basic 12 steps, well 12 tips, not really steps, but yeah. So the first, and I feel like something that people like kind of just don't really think about, is how to cater your platforms that you're on. Like for your Instagram or TikTok, I really mean for your Instagram part specifically, you need for your Instagram page. Oh my God, you need to have a business or creator account or a professional account, because the personal page is one that really don't give you good metrics. If you want to see your reach, if you want to understand your reach and your audience, you need to have a professional account on Instagram, because how can you go and pitch or talk about your brand as a content creator and you don't know your reach, you don't know your metric? A lot of people think that, having a personal page with like tens of thousands of followers is fine, but it's really not, because you can have like 10,000 followers and your personal page shows that you have 10,000 followers, but then when you transition to a professional account with 10,000 followers, you probably got an engagement of like 2%, and that's just dumb. So to avoid like, growing a page with no direction, or just putting stuff out in the way and hoping that it takes off, the easiest thing that you can do to set yourself up for success is to create an Instagram page and then just set it as a professional or creator account. My second tip for people looking to get into content creation is narrow down your niche. A lot of people will tell you that you really don't need to narrow down your niche until you get like into the field, but honestly, if you narrow down your niche from jump, like I am a college lifestyle blogger, I'm a college lifestyle YouTuber, you don't have to be on the back end working, because if you post a lot of content in the beginning just like meaningless, that's what I kind of did, was just post content to see what the content did. You really, you're not going to really tap into an audience, because people aren't going to know what to expect from you, and then in them not knowing what to expect from you, they may or may not follow your page, because it's just like one week this girl talking about animals, the next she's talking about starting a small business and making it sell a t-shirt. So you really want to find your niche in your community. I feel like it is so fine if you narrow down your niche, you kind of grow, you expand, and then you get to flipping the switch on these people. But if you flip the switch before you even got an audience, before you have a niche nailed down, people just gonna be looking at you like, girl, like, what are you doing and why are you doing that? Now, in there, narrowing down your niche, you don't necessarily need, the bracelets is killing me. You don't necessarily need to find like one specific niche, like, oh, I'm just a college blogger, and that's nothing else. You can find like 2 or 3, but 2 or 3 is like cohesive. Like, you don't want to be talking about cars, animals, and then freaking traffic. Well, I mean, you could hypothetically, but you just want to have something that's like cohesive across the board. So when people come to your page, people see your name, they see your content, they know what to expect. They know that TaNiya posted about college, she posted about her small business, she's posted about working with brands and making money in school. That kind of thing, people can just kind of see you or see your content and already have some type of idea of what it is about. The next tip that I have is to consistently post content. And in consistently posting content, you want to make sure that you're not posting like once every 2 to 3 months. You want to make sure that like you have a posting schedule. People know when you post, because if you're going to tell somebody to turn on your notifications or turn on your post notifications, how the hell are you doing that? And baby, you post once a month. What are they getting notified for? Nothing. You need to make sure you are posting content. You need to make sure that you're posting quality content. I know a lot of the gurus will tell you just to post, but don't be posting and you don't have anything to show these people. That's just embarrassing. Like that's actually embarrassing. You're posting like 4-5 videos a week and the quality is ASS. You can avoid all of that by getting you a consistent schedule and knowing like, okay, on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I'll maybe post a reel. I'll do a day in a life. Tuesday, Thursdays, maybe I'll just stick to posting on my Instagram story, or I'll post a YouTube video. Some type of posting schedule will really help you out in the long run. Like as it stands right now, and I'll include like, you know, something on the side. I have every single one of my YouTube videos planned until June, and that's taking into account breaks that we have for school, my birthday, any events or anything that I know I'm going to be like at or doing within the next couple of months. All of that was taken into account for my posting schedule. And then of course I left rooms like, oh, maybe this week this is trending, let me hop on this trend and do a video like this. But please, please, for the love of God, plan your content, get on a consistent schedule, because again, why are you telling people to subscribe to your channel if you're not posting anything, or turn on your post notifications if there's something to notify them about? It's honestly just embarrassing, and you can avoid that by just getting a consistent schedule. My next tip is to make a link tree or like a flow code, any type of link where you can post like all of your socials, all of your links. If you have a small business, if you have an Etsy store, if you're creating content for YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, have a link, especially for TikTok and Instagram accounts that people can go to and see everything that you do. You don't want people to have to find you, because of course your loyal people, your followers, when you gain that traction, they're gonna know, okay, this is her channel name and I know it by heart. I don't have to worry about the spaces, the spelling. This is how it looks, this is how it's spelled. But for people who are just kind of getting into you, when they come across your page, they maybe seen the video they thought was funny or something, boom, that's money, right? My next tip is really similar to everything that I've pretty much been saying, but I think it's so important. Be genuine in your outreach to brands and the audiences that you want to cater to. If you know that you are not committed to something, or you know that it's not something that you're particularly interested in, please spare these people's feelings and do not make content just because you think it's going to blow up, or you think it's going to be cute, or you just want to do it to do it and not actually do it to make an income, because like people are going to see it. People are going to start attaching your name to certain trends, to certain contents, to certain niches. And if that's not a niche or something that you're committed to and you're just doing stuff to blow up, once you have those followers and once they've kind of like, you know, gotten used to the videos that you post, they're gonna wanna see that. They're gonna expect that kind of content from you. And if you was just doing it to do it and there's no substance behind it, not only will you begin losing your audience, you're gonna have again maybe 10,000, 20,000 followers and no engagement, because this isn't what people followed you for. They're either gonna forget, oh, why did I follow this person? Because then it was completely different than what we was talking about in the beginning, or who is this? And then you're gonna be losing followers, your engagement is gonna be low, and you could just avoid that. Literally, just be genuine. Be who you are. Be who you are. Because it's no reason to get on the internet and lie. It's no reason to get on the internet and just be doing weird stuff because you want to make a quick check. Because I'm really spelling out the game right now. Like, this is a profitable market for you to be in if you are committed to being in it. Because if you're going to be a one-hit wonder to just make a quick little check, think you're going to get that quick little check and that's going to be it. Because at the end of the day, you really not doing what it's supposed to do. So just keep that in mind. The next tip, I feel like this is common sense, but I feel like a lot of people also be kind of like missing this. Like, I don't see enough creators talk about it. Don't buy followers. And in not buying followers, please do not be out here paying for collabs. When them bots be commenting under y'all photos and telling y'all to DM somebody so that y'all can be sponsored or featured on their page, do not be buying that stuff. Because not only is that not a genuine market per se, it's just like, it's so many brands that want to work with students and send them free products, send them merch, the whole nine, and pay them, and y'all out here giving somebody $70 for a pair of sunglasses so y'all can feature on their business Instagram page, for a page that they probably already bought, the bots and the followers. Just save yourself the heartache. Don't freaking do it. Don't buy followers because y'all know Instagram be deleting pages when they think that the bots be running them. So it protect your peace. Protect your peace. Protect your peace. Do not be out here buying followers, faking engagement, or anything under that umbrella, because not only will you look dumb in the end, it's not going to benefit you, because if the goal is to make money, if the goal is to eat, you need to be authentic, because one, everything you put out in this world is going to come right back to you. So if you out here faking engagement, yeah, they can fake the chats, and then you really going to be sick, because now you did all that and you're still broke. You're not making any money. My next tip is work with your resources. I said in the beginning that you don't need a whole lot to consider yourself a content creator. Like, I comment under my videos or hashtag my videos all the time, micro influencer, and I do it one because I get paid. I do it because I get paid. I feel like a lot of the big or like YouTubers or even some of the TikTok and Instagram girls, they don't get paid for their work. Of course, you have that large following, and maybe you're content with that. But TaNiya, when I got into this field, I was looking for a bag. I knew that I could market my personality, market my brand, and make some money. So whenever I post content, it's always like micro influencer. And if you look at any of my posts, even my friends be like, girl, you think you're an influencer? I don't. I'm here because one, I love it here, of course. Like, I wouldn't be here if I didn't love it here, but I'm here to make some money. I'm here to make some shake. Tuition be expensive. Cost of living is going up. Gas is high. I am here because I'm trying to collect a bag, a check. So in working with the resources that you have, know that you don't need the latest and greatest to produce quality content. If you're being authentic, if you're utilizing the resources that you have, so your ring light, your laptop, your iPhone, even if you are freaking going to the library every day to record videos, you know that you're working towards something greater, and that it's all gonna work out in the end. And that was some motivational advice that y'all probably didn't need, but like, still take pride in having just your iPhone, just your tripod, maybe just an iPad or a laptop to edit and get these things done, because where there's a will, there's a way. You don't need to go out here looking to spend $400 and $500 on a camera. One, you know that you're not tech savvy enough to use that camera, or two, you don't know exactly what kind of content you want to create. You don't know if you want to do YouTube, if you want to do Instagram, TikTok. Like, you really need to get into your niche and kind of get into the field to see where the cards fall in order to just be out here ordering 1,001 supplies. Then when you come into the game with a plan, okay, maybe your route is going to look a little different. But if you're just getting started, because this is under the guise that, like, we already are college students, we don't have any money to just be wasting. So I personally would say, work with the resources that you have when you come into the game, and then when you get in the game and you get familiar with it, then get to ordering everything under the sun from Amazon, Best Buy, etc. My next tip is to join content or influencer. Why can't I talk today? Oh my God. My next tip is to join creator communities. Myself, I am in Her Campus, and I'm also in Her Campus Fashionista. And I probably said that wrong, and I'll link them down below, because I really just be saying that sometimes, like, the words be up here, but they don't be coming out like they need to be. But I joined a few influencer communities this past year because I understand the impact of networking and, reaching out to brands. With Her Campus, they have a Facebook group. It's an application to apply, and when you apply, you gain access to the Facebook group, and they post opportunities. I'm talking like, if not every day, like once or twice, a week. And it's such a good community to be in, because one, you gain followers that are genuine. It's other people in the group who follow you. We have engagement threads like, okay, Her Campus posted this opportunity with freaking Sephora, maybe. Everybody that's on Sephora comment on this post so we can like and engage with your post. And it's an easy way to up engagement, because you know that you're surrounded by like-minded individuals, and then the people who follow you and you follow them, it just wasn't a dead follow, because when they see your post or when they go to your page, it's nothing but love and support. I've been in Her Campus, I want to say for a year now, because like I said, I started my journey content creating spring of last year, so it's been a little under over a year. I really don't do math for real, but it's been such a good time, and all of the people that I've met like through Her Campus, chef's kiss. find influencer communities or campus creator communities to join, because not only will they post opportunities, you get to the chance to network and meet people like in your field that want to see you do well. You want to see them do well. So it's just a good opportunity to meet some more people and again connect with those like-minded individuals. My next tip is to follow trends, but keep it cute. And I say keep it cute, and by keep it cute, I mean don't be plagiarizing people's content. Because one, that's embarrassing. If you get caught plagiarizing content at this big age, in this social media day and age, then you're never living that down. Like that's actually embarrassing. It's no reason to be out here plagiarizing content. It's no reason to be out here stealing people's content, because it's just like you either got it or you don't. And if you gotta fake it to the top, I mean, this really ain't the field to be really, just stealing content. Because first, Twitter gonna eat you up, and that to me is embarrassment enough. But then like brands are gonna know like these people. When you get into this field, you're gonna know like people that you meet, the content you create, people are gonna see it and they're gonna be communicating like, oh, I don't want to work with TaNiya. She was just copying so and so. Bro, that's embarrassing. In this past year, I would say I've turned down like 2 or 3, maybe 2.5 or 3. Just a lot. But like let's say two opportunities where I've seen brands who have used or hired influencers who have either straight up stolen content or just plagiarized, and it's just like, if you're gonna hire them, Steve, I don't want to be associated with that. I don't want anything to do with you or that brand, because that's not me. I'm never gonna sit and plagiarize or steal anybody's content, and you really shouldn't either. And the whole thing, follow trends, but keep it cute. Again, you want to be trendy. You want to know what's going on and what videos or what reels to make. But at the same time, a big part of being a content creator is making it your own. Like if you're doing something that you see everybody else and their mama doing, make it you. Like for the day in life vlogs that are so popular, mine has been the day in the life of a senior ready to graduate college. Like that's on trend. It's pretty much like the same thing, but I put a simple twist at the end, so I kind of created it and made it my own. So people see my day in life videos. Oh, okay, she's 60 days of graduation, she's 40 days of graduation. But again, it is so important to not be stealing and plagiarizing people's content. That's actually embarrassing. Like I just really cannot stress it enough. That is embarrassing. And if you get caught plagiarizing somebody's content, I mean, what else is there for you to do? Like if you're gonna steal, just steal. But don't be trying to call yourself a content creator and you stealing. That's just not the rightest or the best thing to do. Yeah. My final tip before we get into what brands to work with: understand your audience and don't assume who your audience is. Now, it's so easy to go into this field thinking, okay, I'm a black woman, I make wigs or I install wigs on myself, and only other black women who are ages 18 to 24 are going to connect with this content. That's my audience. That's who I'm pushing for. That is cute. It is cute, and it's such an admirable thing to think that you know your audience before you have an audience. But I promise you, when you're first starting, especially when you're in that stage of trying to figure out what you want your niche to be, people are going to be from 1,001 demographics, and having your Instagram into a business or professional account is really going to help you see your audience. Cast a wide net, and then just see where that lands you, but don't go into the game limiting yourself. Just, I'm just going to reach these kind of people. These are the people who are going to interact with my stuff. That may not work for you. And again, it may. But like I just said, cast the wide net and be open to receiving different audiences and having those same audiences receive you. So next, and I feel like the most interesting part of the video was going to be the brands anyway. Of course, everybody is looking for the tips, but y'all really want to know where the money was at. And I respect it. I really do. And the past year, I started content creating again. I'm going to keep saying it because I just really want y'all to see the progression. I started content creating in spring 2021 last year. I want to say my contract started in end of January, beginning of February. And my first ever collab was Amazon Prime student. It was such a good time. You know, of course we got free stuff, but it was also paid, and that's really good for me. Like I was like, oh my god, like I can sit in my room recording on my phone and get paid like that. That to me was crazy because like I said in the beginning, I'm a habitual quitter. Any of my friends would say I will quit a job at the silliest of things because I just literally can't. Like I can't afford to be anywhere uncomfortable and not doing what I want to do because life is too short. People are dying. Why would I want to do that? So one thing about me, I'm gonna quit a job. So I knew that in me quitting a job at every freaking inconvenience, I knew I needed to find something that was gonna sustain me and that was gonna like keep the bills paid. And then boom, I was Amazon Prime Student Ambassador. Amazon Prime Student, I say 8 out of 10. It was a shorter program. I want to say that program was 8 weeks. Please don't quote me and pause on that. I'll have all of the brands that I listed and their applications in the description box so y'all can kind of go and apply and see what people got going on. But I want to say it was 8 weeks. We got free stuff, we promoted content, and then we kind of had like a schedule of stuff that we had to do, which was fine. I mean, it was my first one, and looking back, I did a lot of work. I did, so I probably would have renegotiated a few things, but I mean, for somebody who's just getting into the field, it was a good opportunity. The second brand that I love and I will stick that to work with is Bear Paw. I'm currently a Bear Paw Campus Ranger. This is my second semester as the Bear Paw Campus Ranger. I was a ranger in the fall and I'm a returning ranger for this spring. Is 10 out of 10. Nothing but good things. And this one, unlike other brands that I work with, we actually got into like, meet the CEO and have candid conversations about working in the industry. And again, it's just such a good time. Like, chef's kiss, nothing but good things about Bear Paw. If you want to see more from Bear Paw, go into my Instagram, get into the content, get into the pictures, because the pictures I can take of Bear Paw, they gonna eat every time. And the shoes is cute, so it's like you're promoting a lifestyle that you already live, which is what I really love. Like it wasn't too much, oh go no, it was like, oh yeah, this is my man, go get the shoe. You know, that's the kind of vibe that I like to think that I have with them. Like chef's kiss, it's a good time. A third one, and I'm actually still a Bartlebyba brand ambassador now, which is Bartleby, which is a subscription. Bartleby, which is Bartleby, which is a subscription learning service. Why was that so hard to say? That's actually kind of embarrassing. That was very hard to say. I actually love working with Bartleby. I'd say in terms of programs to work with, Bartleby is one that's a little bit more flexible because unlike other partnerships that I've had, instead of having like a set calendar or a set number, you really get to pick and choose what you want to do, and then they just tell you like how many hours they want or expect you to work during the week, and then you can kind of just like shape shift. It's crazy, but like fit that around your schedule. It's been a really good time. Bartleby is a subscription learning service, so I'm able to convey that message to students in a way that is real and authentic, and then actually get something out of that service because as a senior in college, your girl is ready to go. Like foot is already out the door. I'm already thinking what we finna do after May 14th because I'm tired. I wanna leave. I love my HBC, y'all. Into the shirt. But no, I'm ready to leave in real life. The fourth brand that you should look into working with is Shein. Everybody knows Shein. If you don't know what Shein is, baby, you shouldn't even be watching this video. You need to go and find yourself. But Shein, I'm a Shein campus ambassador. I've been a Shein campus ambassador since December. I'll say in terms of like being paid, making money, creating content, connecting with individuals. We actually have an event of sorts coming up this week, I think. Shein has been a good time, a great time, if you will. I love to shop there because, college student on a budget-friendly clothes. Like, it's just, the pieces were there. Shein has really been a good time. Shein, I don't think Shein has applications open, but if you go to their website, I think it's a place where you can get notified when they open their applications back up because, like I said, it's just a really good company to work for. And then with being a Shein campus babe is what we're called. You meet other campus babes, and it's been nothing but good vibes. I personally haven't met any men. I don't even know if they hired men for the She Ain't Campus Day program, but the women that I've met and kind of connected with through this program, 10 out of 10, like they are so sweet. It's nothing but good vibes. The engagement is crazy. And then I feel like with it being a company that is like, catered to honoring a bunch of different sides, it's just a healthy environment to work in, y'all. Like I genuinely have a good time working with them. And in the future I'll be doing some She Ain't Campus calls because why not? The next company or brand per se, this isn't really a brand, it's more so of a like fellowship opportunity if you're interested in like civic engagement or politics. I'm currently a civic influencer, and we create content. We have events on campus geared towards getting students engaged civically, but in a way that is nonpartisan and encourages people from different backgrounds, different political backgrounds, different point of views to kind of come together and connect. They have an influencer part of their like application series where if you're an influencer and you're committed to making content about politics or about staying involved, voter education, voter registration, that kind of thing, that's a really good space to be in. Now with the civic influencer one, you dead have deliverables. I know for mine, like we have training, we have meetings to go to and that kind of thing. That's a more like, I'll say, stringent type of vibe for the influencer community. But if you're a poli-sci, history, or criminal justice major, that may be like literally the perfect thing for you to be in. It's nothing but good vibes. Your state organizers are really, really, really helpful. And then like the program director that we work with, she is amazing and she's always so helpful when we come to her with problems. And of course, it's paid. And I got some cute shirts. So yeah, that is great. Now those 5 were brands that I've like personally worked with. I can vouch for the work ethic, the program, everything under the sun with them. The last 5 or 6 brands, I just know about them because I either know people who are in them or I've applied and they just was not good kid. But that's okay, that's okay. I'm still gonna put you on for the opportunities because it's always an opportunity to work and operate in some capacity. Okay, people, that's all I have for y'all today. Like I said in the beginning, this is gonna be my first or second YouTube video, depending on how my life works out this week. It's already been kind of hectic, so this is probably the first and like the second, but when you see it, just know your girl tried. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, you really go to for real because I know this is probably gonna be a longer type video just because it was so much information that I had to kind of like, get through. But if you want to see more content like this, of course, like, share, subscribe, comment. Don't comment if you're going to do too much because I like to do too much and we just both going to be doing too much in the comments and that's just going to be weird for the both of us. And I ain't got time to be